sat down for a drink or two. I didn't get very far. She sat right there next to me. Oh, just drinking that drink so easily. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off my vein. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off my mind. After a while, I started feeling kind of strange, a trembling in my arms, feeling woozy in my brain. She said right there next to me, oh, just drinking that drink so easily. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper.
Beat up the block in the gun, I press a little button to open the wings. Ain't no advance in the deal I just signed. I don't need to live controlling my strings. A lot of these marionettes, I dance on my own, and so does my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. Weight of dependence, punching is reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle, the same as how I be preferring my venison. Windleton black and men on sentence, and I was apprenticing under a villain. Face full of metal to pay my respects. I slotted my dentist to get us new grilling. The incoming call from Shibuya Connect. The look in my closet, it's more than a ceiling. Master pick your San Donald, it's hard to explain. The rush of a feeling. I try not to focus too hard on the dubs. I try to not dwell on the L's as well. 7 a.m. on the beach, the waves of plastic suddenly started to swell. This VVS choker, I call it a trail. Bent over the tide, my mornings to fail. Cloaking the vice on the rolls, it look like a beater. It's really a ghost in the shell. This brioche I'm toasting the world. The tarragon butter moon walking the pen like the king of pop. Put on my power scout, Gucci Cox. I still cannot locate a city to rest digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty to rest digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty to rest digits. I found a way to go get it. The Fetty to rest digits. I found a way to go get it. Yeah, I feel like Joe Horn. I like to score on the play and set up another table for two. I step out on the shorty to pick up a pack from my Cartier buff. Excuse me a second. Don't really matter to Lord or yo. I'ma turn it to furnace. Noble hotel after candle at dinner. The room that we in is impeccable furnish. See a little daylight and turn on the burners. Flip a little switch for the spike strips. MS Supreme 98 size 11. I crushing my feet like a vice grip. I couldn't find them in bigger. They match so perfectly with this new ghost. They're trying to call me a
This is Corbin Carroll. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here in the home opener. And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike. Line drive. Come on.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ketel Marte in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Mateo hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Just missed.
Outside.
Suarez getting the start at third, 33 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that skips in the dirt.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Josh Naylor. That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
And a pitch. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And a count 2-1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitch.
And a base hit right there. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, Torres gets it to first, and the inning is over. And we're back. Now it's the DH. Ramon Urias.
The designated hitter, Ramon Urias.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Gleyber Torres, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo to second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag. The throw is late, and he reaches safely. First and second, no outs. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball.
Perdomo feeds to second, out there on the Naylor. They get 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
Jordan Westburg stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one at the knees for a strike. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate, tie this game. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Nice grab. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Adrian Del Castillo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That's going back. Back some more. Going, gone. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Outside.
Ball, that's out.
And that's ball one. And a foul ball. The 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series. Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That just misses, and that's ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch.
Runner on the goal. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out at second. Bottom of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Reagan's back to work. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
2-0.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 3. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And next for the Orioles, Elly De La Cruz. On the line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Jorge Mateo in the box now. Takes strike one. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Carroll hauls it in for the out. Laureano comes up to hit.
Well, all eyes on a double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Line drive. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Top half of the third inning. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Gone into the flag court. He shoots one out to right. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0. Ketel Marte up to the plate. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. And another ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Mize. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
The third baseman.
Next to hit, Eugenio Suarez.
Hey. 0-1.
The 0-1. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Josh Naylor. RBI single his last time up. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one outside. 2-0. Torres tosses to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the left fielder, Heston Kjerstad. And a strike in there. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Urias.
Headed towards the corner. Reaches but can't haul it in. Here's Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt, it gets to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Man at second. Swinging a foul out of play. That's down and in. A slider missed. Not close with that one. 2-2. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a drive deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Just missing there. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that one ripped to left. Gurriel handles the chance.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Mountcastle
Nope,
in the
ball.
box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Gets the outside corner with that one.
1-1.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Urias around third. Safe, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Westburg stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 1-1. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Back now at Oriole Park. Start of the
Now
fourth,
pitching
and
for
now
Orioles.
Pavin Smith.
Number 45, Keegan Aiken.
Missed
Ball
with a
1, no
changeup.
strike.
Ball 1. Aiken measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Torey
Pitching
Lovello
for
making a move
Arizona.
for a new bat.
Number 15,
Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk.
Next offering is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And that's
I can't miss
downstairs. And it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now up next for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. He's already homered here in this one. In there for strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Safe at second.
Still able to come
batter,
through behind in
number
the
2,
count right there.
shortstop,
This is why hitters work
Ronaldo
so hard on driving the ball
Perdomo.
gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space,
1-0.
it usually means extra bases.
Man at second. Check swing, called strike. Pitch
That's ball
misses,
2.
and that's ball 2. Fouled off left side. The 2-2 on the way. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out there to center. Mateo makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He popped out his first time.
Gurriel.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
Just out.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. First pitch just misses. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
De La Cruz up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. The shortstop takes a ball. Nasty pitch right there. And it's 2-1. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And gone. Out to the deepest part of the field. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jorge Mateo now. Foul ball there.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
McCarthy squeezes it, and there's 1 away. Here's Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get...
Oh, gets dirty to first. And very nicely done for the out. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front.
Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. Aiken back to work. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Fought off foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Mountcastle. Here's the tag, and he's out. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. 0 for 2 in this one. And ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Fastball is outside. jumps, throws. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first. Go ahead. Run on base. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Number 56.
1 for 2.
Serenity.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Puts it away for the out. Next to hit for Arizona, Josh Naylor. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And that's outside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Now one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-2.
That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. Here comes Marte around third. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Grichuk stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's a strike, and the count even at 1. Naylor at second with 2 down. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. In the dirt. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Ramon Urias. Ball 1 there.
Counts 1-0.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one is lifted in the air. Oh, and a great catch with a somersault finish, and he sticks the landing. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Rips one to right. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. And that's
1
in
ball,
the dirt.
2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Gurriel hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in Baltimore. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo.
Well, these Diamondbacks, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Going back on this one. Leaps at the wall, and he's got it. So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
2 away now. And stepping in is the speedy Jake
Now
McCarthy.
For the Orioles, number 58, Cionel Perez.
D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter, Christian Pache. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. In the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Perdomo off of first with 2 away. That's outside. And that's ball 2. Liner, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. In there at the knees for a strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one
Ball
misses. And the count 1 and 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering popped in the air, right field.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Justin Martinez gets the ball now.
63.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Tap foul at the plate.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. On a nailer, they get 2.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
De La Cruz up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Check swing, called strike. Next
Ball
pitch inside. 2 and 2.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
This one in the air center field. Pache gets under it. And that is that. And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off for the
Ketel
Diamondbacks,
Marte.
the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Perez, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he occasionally
Fastball
uses
2.
a curve.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
On the ground to the
Fastball,
left.
foul.
And foul ball. Strike 2.
I got 3 and 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Whips it to Mountcastle. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Eugenio Suarez getting ready to hit. 1 for 3.
Number 65, Gregory Soto.
Check
Ball.
swing, he held up. And that
Ball
is
1,
ball
no
1.
strikes.
And that's
Yep,
outside.
that ball went out.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That's down
ball
and
3.
in. A slider missed. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. 1 out, runner at second. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First
That's a ball.
pitch, and he just misses.
1-0. Nope, inside, ball 2.
And it's through for a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Randall Grichuk now. Outside low.
Counts
And it's
1-0.
1-0.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play.
Intentional pass coming. Base is now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base.
Now batting.
So bases
Adrian
loaded with 1
Del
away.
Castillo.
And here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Pitch
That's the
misses
ball.
there. 1-0.
Way to
Ball
lay off
1,
that
no
pitch
strike.
down.
Mountcastle to Elliott, second for 1 out. The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park.
off
Here's
for
the
the
center
Orioles,
fielder,
the
Jorge
center
Mateo.
fielder, Jorge. Pinch hitting for the Orioles, number 31, Cedric Mullins.
In the air, left field, down the line. Gurriel on the run. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. So the tying run in scoring position now. So next to hit for Baltimore. Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 5-4.
Nope.
Kjerstad in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings and misses, and the count's even at 2. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So now here's the DH, Ramon Urias.
Number 2, Gunnar Henderson.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
1-0.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed.
Kyle Nelson takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The throw in into second, and he's got a double. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Second and third, one away. Here the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit, 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
And the batter now, Jordan Westburg. High in the air, out to right. Carroll makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Adley Rutschman. And the slider just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a ground ball to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. Kendall Graveman on the pitch here.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking.
In plenty of time to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Soto back to work. Mullins on his horse and makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Now up next for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Gurriel. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 78.
First pitch misses.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Kjerstad on the move. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Christian Pache, and he's already singled in this game. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Alek Thomas looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Line to left. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a 2-out double off the bench.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. Yeah. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's one down. So now the DH spot, Gunnar Henderson. Singled and scored his first time. That one ripped. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second, and they're up by 4.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
0-1.
Abrams, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Suarez makes the grab for the 2nd out. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle.
Number 32, Ryan O'Hearn.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Henderson up to 3rd on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there.
Henderson at 3rd with 2 away. Late swing, foul to the left. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat, I'm sure.
There's a swing and a drive. Runner in from 3rd to extend their lead. And it hits the fence. And in at second with an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him in a chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
That one fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in Baltimore, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
So up next, Eugenio Suarez. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh
now
Naylor.
For the Orioles, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. 1st and 2nd, no outs here at the top of the 9th. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1 out. Onto O'Hearn. 2.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Gritchick stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And there's a ball.
That's inside.
Runner at third, 2 away. And that one fouled off. The Diamondbacks down to their final strike. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That one missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. 9-4, our final score, as the Orioles win this one